In this demo, we will show you how the engineering team at the e-commerce site Shopbus can benefit from using continuous testing in their CI/CD pipelines. We have a dashboard for this furniture site's key business KPIs using metrics from Synthetic Monitoring. After having experienced several outages that caused their checkout service to fail, the Shopbus team decided to implement continuous testing in their development process so that they can find and fix any defects before their user and the business are impacted. To do that, the engineering team decides to integrate end-to-end tests in their CI/CD pipeline by creating a browser test for their checkout flow. Let's quickly take a look at how they can set up the test. For front-end and QA engineers, creating a browser test is easy and painless. You can start by popping in the URL, giving the test a name. With cross-browser support out of the box and managed and private locations, you don't have to worry about setting up a test sandbox environment. It's never been easier to get started. You can also set your test frequency, define the alert conditions, and set permissions. Once you're done, simply click Save to move on to recording your tests. Once you click Start Recording, with the Codeless Web Recorder, we automatically track all interactions across your web application, with the ability to add assertions at each step. Let's go ahead and set up a test for the checkout flow. Once you're done, hit Stop Recording. Datadog's multi-locator algorithm ensures that your tests are self-healing and that you wouldn't be alerted to false positives such as styling or placement changes for your web components. Now that we have our production-ready test, let's also use the same test for our staging environment. The engineering team uses GitHub Actions as their CI provider to build and test changes to their code base. So let's take a look at how they can go about running these tests in their pipeline. Datadog offers a custom GitHub action to help them quickly get started with continuous testing in their GitHub workflows. All the front-end or QA engineer needs to do is add our GitHub action to their GitHub workflow configuration file. Turns out that the engineering team did make some changes recently. Let's look at one of the CI workflows from those changes. Here is a GitHub workflow for the Shopbus engineering team. They recently made a change, and before pushing to production, they want to verify with end-to-end tests that this new feature does not break the existing user experience. Let's look at the failing test checkout stage. Here, we can see the CI stage output, and it is actually showing that their end-to-end checkout flow had failed. The team can take a closer look at the results in Datadog to see what caused the test to fail. The engineering team can view the test result alongside the other tests running in their CI workflow in the Explorer page. Let's take a look at this failed test and see which step of the test failed. Here, we can see the checkout flow steps with screenshots, resources, and any console errors available throughout the test run. Since the team has instrumented their services and application with Datadog APM, we can click into a trace to take a closer look at the relevant metrics, traces, and logs to identify performance or load changes for their staging environments that could have contributed to their pipeline failing. We can also see from the errors that the payment service seems to be having an issue. With the insight that the team gathers from the test result details and Datadog APM, they can make the appropriate changes to their pull requests to ensure they don't break the checkout flow or any other key business workflows before merging the code to production. With Datadog continuous testing, teams can find and fix defects earlier on in their development process to help them reduce MTTD and MTTR and expedite their release velocity. Sign up for a free trial today.